Welcome to a bizarre journey into the human body. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 strange things removed from human body. For this list, we'll be focusing on highly unusual cases and doctors have ever extracted from their patients. Although that is very creepy to think about. Have you heard of anything else growing on a body? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. You might think your body is a temple, but sometimes it becomes a bizarre storage facility. Check this one out. Inhaled live fish. A truly remarkable incident unfolded when a 12-year-old boy, Anil Barella, found himself in a life-threatening situation. While playing a popular game with friends in a local river, Anil attempted to catch live fish and swallow them whole. A common pastime for kids in his area. However, things took an unexpected and dangerous turn when he accidentally inhaled a 9-centimeter-long fish instead of swallowing it. The live fish ended up in his lungs, causing severe breathing difficulties as it moved within his respiratory system. Alarmed by his worsening condition, Anil was rushed to the hospital, where doctors quickly diagnosed the problem. They discovered the fish was still alive, making the boy struggle to breathe even more critical. In a swift and skillful medical intervention, surgeons performed a bronchoscopy to remove the fish. Remarkably, the fish was alive when extracted, although it didn't survive long after being removed. Fortunately, Anil made a full recovery following the procedure. This unusual and astonishing case gained widespread attention, serving as a reminder of the risks associated with seemingly innocent games near water. It also underscores the importance of prompt medical attention in rare emergencies like this. 2 live worms and eyes. A jaw-dropping video circulating on social media captures the moment a doctor extracted 20 live worms from a man's eye. The patient, Mr. Guan, a 60-year-old, initially dismissed the unusual sensation in his eyes. However, as the pain worsened, he decided to seek medical attention. At the hospital, a team of doctors uncovered a cluster of tiny roundworms, known as nematodes, nestled under his eyelid. The astonishing footage shows Dr. Z skillfully removing the wriggling parasites one by one. Nematodes typically infest animals like dogs and cats, but these worms had somehow made their way into Mr. Guan's eye. Experts have since advised pet owners and outdoor enthusiasts to maintain good hygiene practices to minimize the risk of transmitting worms to humans. If you ever experience unusual discomfort in your eyes, don't ignore it. Seek medical help promptly to avoid serious complications. Peep landing lungs. Ron's hospital visit took an unexpected turn when doctors discovered something astonishing. A tiny pea plant sprouting inside his lung. Battling cancer and emphysema, Ron was already in poor health when a collapsed lung landed him in the hospital. That's when doctors noticed something unusual during their examination. To everyone's surprise, they found a half-inch long pea plant growing inside his lung. How did it get there? After undergoing surgery to remove the plant, Ron's sense of humor remained intact.
I was told that I had a pea seed in my lung that had split and had sprouted.
During his recovery meal at the hospital, he was hilariously served a plate of peas. Laughing it off, he ate them with no hesitation, proving he could take life's quirks in stride. This bizarre story serves as a reminder that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Who knew a lung could double as a greenhouse? Snail in the knee. The story begins with 4-year-old Paul Franklin enjoying a day at the beach. While playing, he scraped his knee. A minor tumble, or so it seemed. However, 2 weeks later, his scraped knee turned into an infected, swollen mess. Doctors initially diagnosed it as a standard staph infection and prescribed antibiotics. But when the medication failed to work, Paul's mom decided to investigate further. Taking matters into her own hands, she pinched the wound and was stunned by what emerged: a tiny sea snail. That's right, not just a random pebble, but a living snail had been growing inside Paul's knee. The unexpected guest became an instant pet, and Paul lovingly named it Turbo. Strange bumps on scalp. Aaron Downs decides to embark on a summer adventure in Belize. But little did he know that this trip would take a dark turn. All started when he noticed some strange bumps on his scalp. Concerned, he heads to the doctor to get them checked out. When Aaron touches these bumps, he can actually feel them moving and talk about a nightmare. At first, he thinks it's just his blood pumping, But boy, was he in for a shock. The doctors examined those mysterious bombs and they discovered not one, not two, but a total of 5 about flying maggots squirming around an errant scalp. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely double-checking my scalp after hearing this story. Thankfully, it shouldn't get any grosser. Nail in the head. Aaron Downs set out for an unforgettable summer adventure in Belize, but his trip took a horrifying turn. Upon returning home, he noticed strange bumps forming on his scalp. Concerned, Aaron decided to see a doctor. Little did he know, he was about to uncover a nightmare. Thanks to quick medical intervention, the nails were successfully removed. This story is a creepy reminder to always check for unusual symptoms after traveling, especially to tropical regions. Cockroaches in the ear. Believe it or not, cockroaches crawling into people's ears happens more often than you'd think. That's exactly what happened to a 60-year-old man who discovered an unwanted guest in his ear. Determined to remove it, he took matters into his own hands. Arming himself with toothpicks and tweezers, the situation quickly worsened as the man's ear became swollen and infected. Medical intervention was ultimately required to remove the remains and treat the infection. This unsettling tale serves as a reminder to avoid DIY pest control when dealing with sensitive areas like your ears. If something doesn't belong, leave it to the professionals to handle. Metal plate in stomach. Sylvie Dubé underwent a hysterectomy expecting a routine recovery, but instead she found herself enduring agonizing pain. And not just any pain, it felt as if she was being stabbed. Seeking answers, Sylvie turned to her doctors, but they assured her the discomfort was a normal part of the healing process. Trusting their judgment, she waited, but after 2 months of unbearable pain, she decided to dig deeper. That's when an X-ray revealed the shocking truth. A 30-centimeter-long metal plate, typically used during surgery to protect the patient, had been left inside her abdomen. This tool is supposed to be removed at the end of the procedure, but in Sylvie's case, it was overlooked, a glaring and painful mistake. Fortunately, the oversight was corrected, but this story highlights the importance of vigilance and double-checking in medical care. Unborn twin. Sanju Lagat's story is one of the most chilling medical phenomena you'll ever hear. For most of his life, he lived with an unusually large belly, so large it often drew comparisons to that of a pregnant woman. But one night, his condition took a dire turn when he struggled to breathe and was rushed to the hospital in an emergency. Doctors initially suspected a tumor and prepared for surgery. However, what they uncovered during the operation left them utterly stunned. Inside Sanju's swollen abdomen, they found not a tumor, but a partially developed human, his twin. Sanju had been living with a rare and eerie condition known as fetus in fetu, where a fetus becomes trapped inside its twin sibling during early development. Acting as a parasitic entity, it survives by feeding off the host body. Tree in the lungs. If you thought the pea plant story was wild, brace yourself for this one. Artyom took the concept of going green to an entirely new realm. He landed in the hospital with severe chest pains and was coughing up blood, prompting doctors to take immediate action. During surgery, what they found left everyone stunned: a 2-inch fir tree sprouting inside his lung. Yes, an actual tree had been growing in his body. Doctors believe Artyom must have inhaled a seed, which then settled in his lung and found just the right conditions to sprout. The idea of a tree taking root inside the human body sounds like something straight out of science fiction. But this bizarre case is as real as it gets. After the surgery, Artyom recovered, but his story has left everyone amazed and perhaps a little more cautious about what they might accidentally inhale. These incredible stories are just a glimpse into the many strange objects and conditions that have been discovered inside human bodies. Each case serves as a reminder of the importance of paying attention to unusual symptoms and seeking medical attention promptly. And there you have it, folks. A fascinating and bizarre journey through the mysteries of the human body. While our bodies are truly remarkable machines, they occasionally throw surprises our way that defy logic and imagination. Take care of your health, listen to your body, and never hesitate to consult a doctor if something feels off. After all, when it comes to the human body, You never know what surprises might be lurking within.